Welcome back to YouTube channel. How are you guys doing? I hope everybody is fine. So today I want to talk about signs a relationship won't last. I know a lot of you are currently in a relationship or is about to go into a relationship, and I am here to point out the signs you have to look out for so that when you see them happening, you have to abort mission or talk about it, and if there are no changes, positive changes, you have to end it and move on, because a lot of people are currently in a relationship where they are dating themselves, but they don't know. Relationship, they are not supposed to be one-sided. It's a joint effort. So these are the signs you have to look out for. Lack of communication, respect, dishonesty. In a relationship, if there is no communication, then probably you are wasting your time. Okay? When a relationship is one-sided, then you are also wasting your time. Relationships are not supposed to be one-sided. Yes, you and the person you are dating, you guys are supposed to come together and make the relationship or marriage work. Okay? You have to pay attention to some of these things I'm about to say. Everything and everyone comes into your life for a reason, to teach you something. Although painful at times, it is all about personal growth and the journey going forward. For you to know if your relationship is going to last or not, you have to pay attention to a lot of things. So here are some signs that a relationship won't last. I am going to list them. Number one is lack of communication. Poor or inadequate communication can lead to misunderstanding and resentment. So for your relationship to work, there should be effective communication. Okay, you guys are meant to communicate as friend and girlfriend, as husband and wife. So if there is no communication, everybody does whatever they like. You guys don't gist, you guys don't discuss anything. What it means is that the relationship is not going to last. So number one of it is lack of communication. Number two is trust issues. When your partner is always lying, is always dishonest, they can't even say this is what happened. You check and it is exactly what happened. If they're always telling lies, always doing things that brings you shame, embarrassment, disgrace, it means you can't even trust that person. And once the trust is no longer there, the relationship will probably not last. So number two is trust issues. Number three is incompatibility. There are some people that are not compatible. It is normal, and just because you are not compatible with your friend, with your spouse, or with your boyfriend or girlfriend does not make them a bad person. Okay? So when I say incompatibility, it means differences in life goals, differences in lifestyle, differences in values. If you guys are not compatible, the relationship will not work unless if one person is willing, unless if your partner, boyfriend or girlfriend is willing to adjust. Okay, if the person is not willing to adjust, then it means it is not going to work. So another reason why your relationship will not last is if you guys are compatible. If you guys are not compatible, it will likely not going to work. The next one is disrespect. Consistent disrespect, criticisms, and all that can indicate a lack of regards for each other. If you are constantly disrespecting your boyfriend or your spouse, your fiancé, one day they will get tired of it, and that's the end. So for a relationship to last, there must be respect in a relationship. But in a relationship where there is no respect, where you don't have regard for yourself, for your spouse, or it's not gonna work, because they might be enduring. One day they will get tired, and that's the end. So for a relationship to work, there must be respect. You must learn to respect the person you are dating or married to. Respect is very important in a relationship and marriage. So you have to be a respectful person. So the next one is lack of intimacy. Absence of emotional or physical connection can lead to disconnection. Yes, so it is very important, especially among married couples. The next one is infidelity. In a relationship, if you are dating somebody if you are the kind of person that is always cheating, that is always maltreating your partner, you're the kind of person that doesn't have any atom of regards for your partner. What it means is that the relationship is not going to last. uh Unless if your partner decides to endure, but on a normal day it's not gonna work, because you have to, be respectful. You have to treat your partner the way you want to be treated. But if you are constantly disrespecting your partner, cheating, at being abusive, what it means is that it is not gonna last. Yes, so you have to work on yourself. If you're that kind of person that is abusive, if you're that kind of person that doesn't have regards for your partner, if you're that kind of person that talks anyhow, that don't value the person you are with, one day they will get tired and they will leave you. So you need to work on yourself. So the next one is emotional unavailability. Consistent emotional distance or unavailability can hinder connection. You have to make yourself emotionally available for your spouse. Yes, you have to make out time for your spouse. Take your partner out. You guys can gist. You guys can go to the beach. You guys can do a lot of things together, bond together. But if you're that kind of person that you are not always there for your partner, you are not there emotionally, physically, it's not gonna work. They will get tired and the relationship will come to an end. So emotional unavailability is another one. Yes, if you're that kind of person that you are not emotionally available for your partner or your spouse, one day they will find solace outside in the hands of another person, and means your relationship will come to an end. So you need to make out time for your partner. The next one is lack of effort. Okay, little to no effort to maintain the relationship or resolve conflicts. There are some people that you don't see them making effort for their relationship or marriage to work. So if you don't want your relationship to work, you have to, put in the work. Make an effort to make it work. If you offend your partner, you have to make sure that you apologize. It won't cost you anything to tell your partner that, oh, I know I have wronged you and I am sorry about that. Please find a place in your heart and forgive me. I won't do it again. It is very important. So if you don't want your relationship to end, you have to be accountable. You have to learn to apologize. You have to learn to put in more work. It shouldn't be wanted. So that is another one. You have to put in the work. If there is lack of effort in your relationship, you are not making any effort to see your partner happy, you are not making any effort to see your partner happy or progress up your partner, one day it will come to an end. So that's another one. The next one is feeling of unhappy or unfulfilled. I know a lot of people do say things like it is not anybody's responsibility to make anybody happy. I know so, to an extent it is true, but if the person you are with, they don't add additional happiness to your already a happy person that you are, one day they're tired. Your partner should be able to, you should be able to do things that will make your partner happy. Yes, there are so many things that you can do to make them happy. You can start by creating time to gist with your partner. You can start by taking them out on a dinner night. You can start by buying them surprise gifts, surprise bank alert. You can start by trying to show care and concern towards their work. Maybe when he or she comes back from work, be like, babe, how was your day? I hope all went well. You can show concern by trying to cook delicious meal. You have to put in that effort. But if you're that kind of person that doesn't care about your spouse, you don't care about your partner, whether they have eaten, whether they are doing well in their business or place of work, that kind of thing, it means that your relationship might not last. because at the end of the day, they might end up meeting somebody showing them that love and concern out there, and that is how yours will just come to an end. So you have to try as much as possible to also be a source of happiness to your partner. How do you feel when your partner is with you? Do you feel happy? Do they make you happy? If you're not putting any effort to see that your partner is happy, one day they will get tired. So you have to put in the work. It is very important. So always remember that every relationship is unique, okay? And not all signs guarantee a relationship would last. However, be aware of these signs because it can help you address issues, okay? You have to be very honest and respectful. Yes, if you're that kind of person that is always controlling, possessive, your relationship might not work. So sometimes allow your partner to give them a breathing space. You don't have to always be controlling, always, it doesn't make sense. Another reason why your relationship will not work is if you're that kind of person that is abusive. If you're that kind of person that any little thing you will beat your partner, any little thing you will seize car key, any little thing you will punch the person, it's not gonna last unless if the person you are dealing with is that kind of person that doesn't have any atom of self-love. Then they might just be there enduring. But if you're dealing with somebody that loves him or herself, that knows his or her worth, one day they will get tired and leave. So being an abusive partner or an abusive person is not a flex. Do you know what is a flex? Trying as much as possible to love your partner, to treat them well, to be kind, to be respectful, to avoid things that will make your partner miserable and sad. That is what is a flex. Being an abusive person is not a flex. Cheating and giving you a series of diseases is not a flex. Okay? So if you don't want your relationship to crash, you have to work on yourself, especially if you have some of the if you are exhibiting some of these things that I just mentioned. But if you are not that kind of person, it means you are on the right track. Okay? So that's just it. When you are constantly telling lies, cheating, you don't communicate, you are not respectful, it's not gonna last. So you have to be accountable, you have to be respectful, you have to be faithful, okay? You have to be faithful. You have to show more attention to the person you are dealing with, okay? You have to show them more love and affection. Be emotional and physically available. You don't have to always claim that you are busy. I'm busy. People take out time for the person they love. If you love your partner, you have to make out time for him or her. Okay, so that you are busy is not that you are busy is not enough. It's not enough reason. If you can make out time to go to the restroom, if you can make out time to go to the eateries, if you can make out time to go to the barbing salon, if you can make out time to go attend people's functions, you can also make out time for your partner. I see a lot of people say things like, oh, there's nothing wrong in going a day without communicating with your partner and all that. It's bullshit. I am 100% sure that your partner do go to the restroom. I am 100% sure that your partner must have gone out to eat. I am 100% sure that your partner must have been on his phone for maybe for some minutes. If you truly care about that person, it won't take you a minute to just type a message and be like, oh, babe, how was your day? I hope everything is fine. I'm checking up on you, blah, blah, blah. And that's it. It won't even take you a minute to just call, hey, I just want to check up on you, bye. That's it. So I don't understand people always claiming that they are busy. They are busy. It doesn't make sense. People create time for who they love. So if you're watching this video and you are the kind of person that is always claiming I'm busy, it doesn't make sense. You need to work on yourself, unless if you do not love that person. Okay? So another thing you need to work on is being too much involving yourself in arguments. There are some people that can't go a day without arguing. If they are not arguing about this, they are fighting over this. If your relationship is full of arguments, full of fights, full of abusive words and all that, it's not gonna last. Unless if you do not value your mental health. because it is not everybody that will tolerate such. Relationship should be a place. I am not trying to say that everything should be a bed of roses. People do quarrel, even siblings do quarrel. But if your relationship every single day is always quarreling, fighting, exchanging words, it's not gonna last. So if you're that kind of person that is always causing issue, always doing things that will trigger your partner to react, always being disrespectful, always causing trouble, you need to work on yourself. That is, if you value your relationship. If you value your relationship, you need to work on yourself. But if you don't value it, just have it at the back of your mind, it's not going to last. Okay? So that's just it. A relationship will be built on trust and respect. But if your relationship or the one you are currently on is built on lies and disrespect, it's not going to last. Because how long will you continue to accept being disrespected by your spouse? Or for how long will your partner continue to endure being disrespected and lied to? So one get tired, and before you know it, it will crash. Okay? So like I said, communication matters a lot in a relationship. Make out time to communicate with your partner. Make out time to gist with your partner. Make out time to do lovey-dovey, you know, all those things with your partner. If you're always claiming I'm busy, whereas the busy that you are claiming to be is you always being on your phone, it doesn't make sense. Your phone and your partner, which one is more important to you? When you fall sick today, is it your phone that will attend to you? If you are hungry, is it your phone attend to you? Is your partner? That is why you have to communicate, pay attention to your partner. It is very important. Okay? So that's just it. You have to work on yourself. Okay? One of the reasons why your relationship might not last is if you don't know how to set boundaries. In your place of work, you are in a relationship and you are also attaining side pieces. You know, you say you are dating somebody, married to somebody, and you are also chatting and doing all kinds of nonsense with another person. It's a disrespect to your partner. So if you value your relationship, you need to set boundaries. Yes, not saying you shouldn't communicate with other people apart from your spouse. You should. Even me as a married person, I still communicate with people, both male and female. But one thing I do is I make sure I set boundaries. There are some chats or some discussions that I can't have with some people, especially the other gender, because that is me disrespecting my spouse. If it is not strictly business or normal conversation, I am not interested. So if you are dating somebody or you are in a relationship or marriage, you have to learn to set boundaries, especially with the other gender. If you cannot set boundaries that you entertain all kinds of things, one day your partner will find out and probably your relationship will crash because the trust they have for you, it will get broken. And they might not be able to trust you again, and that's how the relationship will come to an end. Okay, so that's just it. So being too jealous is also not a flex. You have to learn to believe in your partner. There are some people that don't allow their partner to dress well because they feel that if they dress well and go out there, men will chasing them. Their partner can't even love themselves and look good. It means they are doing it for another person. Doesn't make sense. There are lots of people that loves to look good because it makes them feel good about themselves. So if you cannot use because you are insecure or because you're a jealous person and you expect your partner not to dress well or look good, it doesn't make sense. So if you're that kind of person that is battling from low self-esteem or you are too jealous, too possessive, you need to be coming down. You need to work on yourself because one day shall be one day your partner will get tired of you. If you are dealing with my kind of person and you are always jealous, always possessive, always controlling, I will dump you. It's not gonna work. So that's just, yes. my son is interrupting my video. So as I was saying, you need to work on yourself. Okay? It's not everybody that will tolerate disrespect. It is not everybody that will allow him or herself to be beaten. It is not everybody that will tolerate verbal abuse, physical violence, emotional violence, and all that. There are lots of people that are cheating, and they are not just cheating, they are also contacting diseases and giving it to their partners. It doesn't make sense. So if you're not going to stay faithful to your partner, stay respectful and kind to your partner, then your relationship will probably not going to last. Okay, so that's just it. Don't be too controlling. Don't be a jealous person. Yes, being jealous a little is not that bad, but don't let it affect your relationship. Trust partner, especially if they have not given you any reason to doubt their trust. A lot of people normally loves to look good, and they do it for themselves, because there are some days I'll dress up, I'll go to the mirror, I'll stand there and I'll be like, oh, I am beautiful. I'll just admire myself. I do it because of myself and not because of any man out there. So you have to learn to believe in your partner, trust your partner, especially if they have not given you any reason to doubt their trust. Okay, don't be too possessive, don't be too distant. Okay, so that's it. So I think that's all for today. If you value your relationship and you don't want it to last, you don't want it to spoil or to scatter, just avoid anything that will always cause issue between you and your spouse. And this is my final advice. One thing I do tell people is this: if you are dating someone, try to find out their love language. Also try to find out things they don't like. If you can be able to study things they like and do them, study things they don't like and avoid it, then your relationship will at least be 70% peaceful. It is working for me. Like now, I know things my spouse, my partner likes, and I know things he doesn't like. So the ones that I know he likes, I try as much as possible to do them. The ones I know that he doesn't like, I try as much as possible to avoid them, because that is to show you that I value my image. Yes, I value it. If I do not value it, I'll be doing more of the ones he doesn't like, and I will not do the ones he likes. And before you know, you will start quarreling. From quarreling, will now the thing will pack up. So I always advise people to study your partner's language. Every woman on earth has things they love. Study your partner's own. He knows what I love and he does them. He knows I love fashion, and so he tries as much as possible to buy me clothes, gives me money to buy them. He knows fine dining is like going for, all these dinner nights. I love eating a lot of seafood, fish, all those things. So he makes out time for that. Yes, he knows I love playing talati. They give me special joy. So and he tries to do them. Me, I know the delicacy he loves. I know things he doesn't like, and I try to avoid things he doesn't like, and he knows things I don't like, and he to avoid them. So if you want your relationship or marriage to last, avoid those that your partner doesn't like. Okay, then do more of the ones that he likes, he or she likes. Like I just mentioned, the ones I like, he does them. As he likes, I do them, and we are moving, and everybody is happy. Even when I mistakenly do those ones he doesn't like, I will apologize. Because you cannot build a home if you don't know how to apologize, if you don't know how to open yourself, if you don't know how to make amends. It is very important. I see people say things like, I don't know how to say sorry. Why will I tell him sorry? Why will I tell her sorry? It doesn't make sense. That's untrue pride and arrogance. Because if you truly love somebody, apologizing to that person won't be a big deal. Because all you desire is peace and love in your home. But if you are too full of yourself that you find it hard to apologize, then your relationship or marriage will crash one day. Okay? So study what your partner loves and do them. Those ones they don't like, avoid it. And it goes both ways, because like I said, for a relationship to work, it's a joint effort. One person cannot do it alone, and same is applicable to marriage. If one person is the only person putting in the work, trying to make it work, one day the person will get tired, and what will happen? Relationship or marriage will crash. So if you don't want it to crash, put in the work. Study your partner's love language, do them, avoid the ones they don't like. Be kind, be respectful, and do to others as you would like others to do unto you. If you don't want your partner to treat you a certain way, then don't do it to your partner. If we humans can learn to do unto others as we would like others to do unto us, the world will be a better place. So thanks for joining my live video, and don't forget to subscribe. Okay, see you guys next time. Bye.